Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Chris, and today we're going to be working on this. It's my 94 F250 with 7.3 IDI turbo, and we're going to be going ahead and painting these bed sides up here. Up top, the clear coat all came off of it, so I'm going to shoot a couple. I want to sand it down, get this. I put this bed liner stuff on a few years ago. I've had this truck for 10 years, and I think it's finally time to make it look good. I put that fender on it up here um, on the driver's side, and so yeah, it is time to finally start painting this thing and make it look good. So let me get you set up on the tripod, and we're going to go ahead and start sanding this down. We're going to 80 grit this top part, get this old bed liner stuff knocked down, and then I'm going to 320 whatever's left. So let me get you set up and let's get into it. Well, that was going to take way too long with way too much sandpaper. So I'm just going to use the grinder, get it all off, and then I'll sand it down. So I will stay. Put you back on the time lapse, and we'll keep going. Alright, let me bring you in here and show you what I got real quick. There's a decent amount of putty on this, which I knew because somebody had done body work on this truck before, way before I got it. So I'm going to go ahead and sand this a little bit, and then maybe I'll go ahead and put some filler on it and level this out. And yeah, now got all the rust spots, well, except this one, a couple small ones on the side here, but most of them's gone. And yeah, and then a couple here. There's a little dent right there. Maybe I will get the filler out and do that and do some of this other stuff. And I'm gonna go ahead and see how smooth I can get this up here, and then I'll go ahead and I'll knock this down with 80 grit, see how smooth I can get, see what these little nicks I got with the grinder, and see what all I can get, you know, knocked down, look decently even, and then I'll go ahead and take filler and fill in what I can. So I went ahead and changed my mind on how I was going to do this. I just went ahead whole way along here and took off all the putty because there was rust spots under the putty. You can see where some of them were. And this whole, pretty much this whole rail was covered in putty. So I went ahead and just took it all off. Got to start over. So there's only a couple dents up here that are like really, really bad. There's one here. There's a low spot here. There's one here, and there's a big one here. And then I think this here, or maybe this, well, maybe this is the low spot, but I can go ahead and I'll try and see if I can straighten this back up put a screwdriver in here and pop it back up. There's a little dent here. Looks like there was a dent here. I'll just leave this putty here and finish it down, smooth that out. And then see if I can take a hammer, pop that back down. This here actually really isn't too bad. I mean, it's probably about as smooth as it would have been when it came out of the factory anyways. So I'll probably just leave it and then get a hammer, knock this down, and I think that's going to be it. So then I'll just go ahead and do that stuff. Clean this all up, put some putty on it, and then I'll have to sand this down here. There were some rust spots here, there. I just took the grinder to it real quick and with the wire wheel, zip those down. And yeah, go ahead and sand this all down through here. Get it all smooth after I put some putty on it. And yeah, go ahead and get this looking better. So let me go ahead and get some putty mixed up and get it thrown on here. All right, I went ahead and put my putty on. Got it all mixed up, put on. There was a little dent here, small one here, a little bit. And then this right here, let me zoom this out. This is where big dent was, like right in here. There was a couple of them. This one here was worse. And then there was a little dent here. B. There was a dent here. There's one there. Maybe I should grab my thing real quick and fix that. Bring some more putty down to it. Drag some over here. Starting to harden up a little bit. I am no body person by any means. So, okay, there's that. Go ahead and and then there was a little here, and these two dents that were back here in the corner. So I'm going to go ahead and let all this harden up. Close this up so it doesn't dry out. But go ahead and let all this dry up. And then I'm going to come back through, get it knocked down, see how it looks after that. So I'll bring you guys back whenever I am ready to knock this down. Okay, got you set up in the bed now on the tripod. Hopefully you can hear me. But I'm going to go ahead and start sanding all this and get this all done. New piece of sandpaper. This spot up here looks pretty good. And this one, and this one here. all these back ones are going to need more. So I'll go ahead and mix some more up and get that put on, and then I'll bring you guys back when I'm ready to sand again. Well, I went ahead and got all my putty done. It's smooth enough for the bed rail, and so I started going ahead and doing this. These were the rough spots here and one here, and I just started hand sanding everything. These here are pretty smooth, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hand sand this all along the top here, and then I'll take the DA and get the rest of it down here and along the side. And I did notice I have a little rough spot right here to take care of, and right here. But other than that, I'll get you guys set up again and put you on whatever the fast mode is. Time lapse, yeah. So let me get you set up and I'll switch you over to time lapse here. Okay, I'm to the point now. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this all down with this rag, and then grab some window cleaner. Well, actually, I will go ahead and tape everything up and then window clean it. Tape this up. Well, tape this up, I should say. Not that it really matters, but I don't want to be getting any color or anything down there yet. Not until I'm ready to paint that. So go ahead and wipe this off. And then go ahead and start laying some of this paper that I have down. Some of it's not going to be wide enough, it looks like. Might have to go get some stuff that's not so wrinkly. Or get some help. I think I'm going to get some help. I'm going to get my wife. Alright, so I have everything ready. It's all taped up. I got my self-etching primer shaken up. So I'm going to go ahead and put you guys on time lapse, and I'm going to go ahead and get this primer sprayed on. Alright guys, so the paint I'm going to be using is from Spectral Paints. They are a company on eBay. No, I'm not sponsored by them. Uggs, get out of here. But anyways, you can order the color that you need. You can order your color that you need from them. In this case, you can see that I'm using the Ford code is LA. It is Midnight Blue Metallic. It is that dark blue right there. But that's what we're gonna be going ahead and spraying on this top here. So I'm going to go ahead and once again put you on time lapse, and we're going to go ahead and buzz through this. All right, second coat's going on now. Spectra paints. I looked at their, whatever you want to call it, their sheet that comes with their paint, and it says to wait 5 to 10 minutes between coats on for their paint. So let's go ahead and put the second coat on. The first coat I just dusted, so this coat I'll do a little more heavy. Okay, that's going to be coat number 2. I think I'm going to have 2 more coats I can get out of this can. And then that's probably going to be it. And then I'm going to go ahead and switch over to clear and put the clear on. So I'm going to go ahead and put the other 2 coats on off camera. And then I'll go ahead and bring you guys back whenever I'm ready to put the clear on. All right, it is the next day. Make sure I'm going here. It's the next day. I went ahead and finished the clear coat last night. And because whenever I finally got to the point, I went over ahead and talked to the neighbor for a little bit about some things. And by the time I got back to do my clear coat, the last coat I put on was about 8:30, almost 9 o'clock last night when I got the 4th coat on, 4th coat of clear coat. So let me go ahead and I will spin the camera around and show you what it looks like now. All right, so here's the final result. It needs buffed out. There are a few spots in it. There's still some dents and stuff in it, but you know what? I really don't care. is a truck. It's probably going to get beat up again on top here, but at least the side stuff looks much better. There's a line right here. I don't know how well it turns up on camera. That is going to be where I stopped putting the filler primer. I guess I should have brought it down the whole way to here. That's I should have done that. I should have known that. But other than that, somehow I got a hair right here. I tried peeling it off, and then when I tried peeling it off, I started peeling up the paint too. But other than that, the dent that I filled in back here, it's not too bad. I mean, it's a little rough. It's a little rough on top here, but you know what? I don't care. I guess you could say this is my version of a PBG paint job, but I really don't care how it looks. It's a truck. Looks better than what it did, you know, with the peeling bed liner and paint and rust spots up top. Looks better. So I'll set you on the tripod and let's go ahead and start peeling this off. Peeling the paper for the full effect here. Actually seems to match pretty well here. Just need to wait a couple weeks and buff this out, this top part. See if I can get any of the imperfections out of it. And any of the imperfections or anything down below this tape line doesn't really matter, because this here I have to do, well, you'll see it in a minute whenever I take this tape off of this paper around this fender well needs redone. So anything that's down here, any of the paint that got past the tape, I really don't care, because I'm going to be painting from here to this other blue down here. This blue down here, I actually, let me dust this off a little bit. I actually ran a buffer over it and it turned out really good for original paint. Actually, looks pretty good. Matches pretty decent here. Just needs a good buff job, really. Like I said, the paint matches really good. These guys over at Spectral Paints, they do a really good job, actually. And if you have a problem with your paint match, they will, you just let them know and they'll actually fix it. Made other than this little bit of orange peel, not bad. And that's some pretty light orange peel and some roughness, but that should, I mean, for the most part, probably buff out. So yeah, there's my tape line against the other color. Actually, you can see right here how close that color is. It's actually really, like I said, a really, really good match. Now all I just need to do is clean these bulbs up and put my tail light back in. Put my tailgate back on after I wash it up. All the sanding dust and everything. So let me go ahead and put this back on. Somehow here, let me figure this out. Give me a second. See if I can get myself articulated here. There we go. Go ahead and put this clean these bulbs up best I can. And get my tail light put back in. This is a new tail light. I put new tail lights in this thing, a couple years ago. Along with new headlights and markers. So this slowly fixing this truck up to make it what I want. I guess I gotta put the inside in first. Come on there. Get in there. This light's a little bit of a tight fit. There we go. Go ahead and get the screws back in. I wanted to do the other side in this video, but I don't have enough paint. I'm gonna have to order more paint for the other bedside, the other top. So that's probably how the rest of this project is going to go, at least for the videos and stuff, is that it's going to be just little by little, whatever I can get done with the paint and everything that I have. Okay, tail light in. Looks pretty good. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. Like I said, I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. I wanted to do this one too, over here, because it's kind of the same way. It's got this bed liner stuff that I put on a long time ago whenever I first got this truck. Try and protect these bed rails, but at this point, I'm just worried about getting it fixed so it doesn't rust and whatnot. And yeah, I've got more to do on this truck. Oops, if I don't cover the camera. I've got more to do. I went ahead and buffed these. This center color, this blue here is, oh, sneeze. This center color is going to change. to a darker blue like I did on the fender up there. This bottom blue is going to stay the same down here. This side of the bed, that bottom color is fine. I have to repaint this. That needs buffed. And that front fender is going to get changed. Tailgate needs painted. The roof is going to need painted, and as well as the wiper cowl and the hood are going to need painted. I want to get new bumpers for this truck and a new grill and the piece that goes around the headlight bezels. I want to change the headlight bezels, and I have a new what they call a stone guard that goes under the grill and headlights and between those and the bumper. And that's probably going to be it. Maybe I'll do a spray and bed liner. Not sure, but for now, that's the plans with this truck. And I have to fix these things around the fender, whatever you want to call them, wheel, these around the wheel arch. Holy cow, I can't talk. But I had to fix those. And this cab corner as well. This one here is really bad. I fixed it once, but I didn't fix it the right way. I need to fix it the right way. And I need to repaint this door. I painted it once, but it didn't turn out right. So I'm gonna repaint that again. But yeah, as far as this video goes, that's gonna be it. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Please check out some other videos that I have on the channel. There's a cold start video of this truck. I also, in the future, I have a new pipe to go between the manifolds on this because it is a turbo IDI. So I have a new one of those from Classic Diesel Designs out of Texas. I have their improved pipe to go between to tie the manifolds together. And I also have a gauge pod kit to go in this that has EGT, fuel pressure, and your boost pressure to put in someday. So please stay tuned for that. If there's anything about these videos you guys want to see or whatever, please let me know. And so yeah, till next time, bye.